was faded, it was torn. I couldn't wait till I looked inside. Some are gone, some are still alive. I watched them every Saturday on TV. I couldn't wait till they climbed in the ring. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of you. Jerry Lawler, he's the king. Austin Idol, superstar Dundee. Handsome Jimmy, he's so cool. Jimmy Hart acted like a silly fool. I watched them every Saturday on TV. I couldn't wait till they climbed in the ring. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of you. Jackie Fargo said, put up your dukes. The girls thought the fabulous ones were cute. Sputnik Monroe, Don and Al Greene, the Gilberts and the Funks, I thought they were so mean. I watched them every Saturday on TV. I couldn't wait till they climbed in the ring. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of you. Jerry Jarrett, Tojo Yomamoto, when he died, it hurt me so. Eddie Marlin, Buddy Wayne, Guy Coffey, hope they never change. Lance Russell, they call Banana Nose. Dave Brown was his sidekick, everybody knows. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of you. Monday night memories are all I have to remind me of you.
I got to say, I miss you.
Yes, sir. You bet. Came loaded with pins. Good to see you. All right.
1935, and this is 1994.
That's right.
So now that is 59 years.
This is my 59th year.
Great.
Been here.
Great.
I was at the auditorium the night that Sputnik Monroe made his debut down at the Ellis Auditorium. And that's where I met Guy Coffey and all the rest of the gang, and been friends of Lance Russell's for years.
And you've been here at the Coliseum for Wrestling.
That's right.
Every Monday night.
Every Monday night.
Or somewhere else on vacation.
That's absolutely right. And everybody here is terrific.
What do you think about this night here, Monday night?
This is a wonderful night that I won't forget.
It's a great night. Did you ever think a night like this would ever happen?
I never thought it that I would ever see it in my lifetime.
Wonderful idea. Huh?
It is a terrific idea. I sat across from Don and Al Greene and talked to them for a long time. Sputnik was across from us there.
Okay.
And so it's just been a wonderful night, and it's great to see all of the group here.
You got Lance back where you landed.
Last week, sure did. He's here right now.
I seen him on TV. Let's see if we can't find him.
Right here.
You enjoying yourself?
Yes, I am.
Well, good, good. What do you think about this Memphis Monday Night Memory?
Oh, it's something to come back again.
Okay, we're going to sign an autograph here for you. You've got quite a few over here also, too.
Hey, one for me and one for the baby.
What do you think about this?
I love it. It's the greatest thing I've seen here in a long time.
Monday Night Memphis Memories is a great thing, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I can't wait for that. I'm getting a lot of good stuff here.
Oh, okay. So you've been a wrestling fan for championship wrestling here for how long?
Oh, when I had hair.
So that's been a long time.
A long time.
Who's your favorite? If you had to pick one of your favorite legends, who would it be?
I guess a tie. I got to go between Terry Funk and Phil Hickerson.
They're all 1969 ticket.
Enjoying yourself?
Yes, I am.
What do you think about this?
I love it.
Oh, good. Good. You got the whole...
old wrestlers that was when I was a little bitty kid and grew up.
And they're back here now, huh?
Yes, they sure are.
Did you ever think you'd see something like this?
No, I didn't.
Great idea, isn't it?
Yeah, it sure is.
I tell you, it's something I love to see myself. I'm like a little fan all over again.
Yeah, I am too.
You enjoying yourself?
Great.
Well,
It's
good.
wonderful.
What do you think about this?
I love it.
It's pretty nice out there, huh?
Great.
Yeah, thanks. Who is your favorite legend? I know you got so many, Ms. Myers. You've been supporting wrestling. Okay. Jerry Lawler.
Yeah,
okay.
you got it.
Well, great.
You better quit that, Randy.
It's really great seeing all these older wrestlers, a lot of the newer wrestlers, having a chance to get in here and mix and mingle with everybody.
Yeah.
It's something to remember.
Yeah.
He's here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend Lance Russell.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What a delight to be down here with this crowd. You've seen a lot, but really you haven't seen anything yet, as we've got a great night of recognition of some of the greats that have been right through these portals many, many times. And so we are going to right now try to pay recognition to some of the people who have been so helpful in making Memphis the #1 wrestling city in America. We want to recognize these people and let you have an opportunity to show your appreciation for the contributions, Dave. We got a good list of them, and let's get going. Starting off with a gentleman who was a longtime manager of the auditorium in Cook Convention Center. Additionally, he was a member of the Athletic Commission. He was also a USWA representative and a guy who has worked as hard as anybody we know in this entire city. Talking about Mr. Guy Coffey. Guy, come on out here. Guy, thanks a lot for many years of service.
We've heard from lots of folks who can't be here tonight. A special hello from Cowboy Rocky Lane. Rocky's in the hospital. Wanted to be here but couldn't tonight. Here are a couple of guys who are here, though. They have unenviable jobs, but welcome referees Bill Mack and Frank Morrell.
Bill, Frank Morrell. Here's a wrestler that I think most of you know. He started out, he was wrestling as Dwayne Peel. He then became a partner of Bob Ramstead and was a longtime star holding the World Tag Titles with Bob, a current promoter for the USWA, Buddy Wayne. Buddy, get on out here. All right, Buddy.
Here's a lady you probably do not know, but let me tell you a little bit about her. She's worked behind the scenes. Back, she worked in the office when Nick Willis and Roy Welch were promoting Memphis wrestling. And she's been a big part of the success of Memphis wrestling over the years. She's the mother of Jerry Jarrett, longtime part owner of Jarrett Promotions, and a really hard-working lady, Christine Jarrett.
Christine. He was a part of many titles. He wrestled with Tojo Yomamoto. I think that probably most of you associate him immediately when you start talking about him with his partner, Tommy Gilbert. They held billed the Southern Tag Champions as a really rugged, raw-boned team. He's responsible for you being able to get in here for $3 in the general admission tonight. Let's bring out Eddie Marlin. Eddie, come on now. Thank you, Eddie.
Here's someone that we're glad to welcome back to the Mid-South Coliseum. He was half of the legendary Southern Tag Team Champions with the late Tojo Yomamoto. The father of Jeff, also the father of future star Jason. He's the promoter who headed Jarrett Promotions and made Memphis Wrestling the most respected wrestling city in the world. Welcome back, Jerry Jarrett.
Our next legend is indeed that. You knew him as one of the toughest guys pound for pound around. He makes Memphis, Tennessee his home. And let me tell you, when you tried to get this guy and take him off his feet and go to the mat, it was like trying to pull an oak tree with your fingernails. Let's bring out right now, Trech Phillips. Trech, get on out here.
Tag team partners and co-holder of the Southern Tag Team titles for a mighty long time with Eddie Marlin. He's the father of Eddie and Doug Gilbert. Here is Tommy Gilbert.
Now it's time to turn to the ladies. Here's a lady who was one of the very first residents of Memphis who had stars in her eyes, had the determination to live up and face the things she had to do to become an international star. She is living back in Memphis, Tennessee now. I would like for you to welcome out lady wrestler Sylvia Hackney. Sylvia, come on down here.
Next lady was rugged, let me tell you. She was tough. Later on, she became a favorite of wrestling fans all around the area, and now nobody doesn't like Sara Lee.
In connection with a brother team, if I said Joe and Gene, I think most of you would know. Believe me, here was another one of those guys nobody liked to get entangled with. Let's bring out right now of the brother team of Joe and Gene, Corsica Joe. Here he comes, Joe. You that Corsica Joe is married to Sara Lee and have had a long life. Joe, thanks for being out here and thanks for your contribution.
When it comes to tough tag teams that would do anything, tag teams that had the power to win matches, how about this guy with Al Greene, this guy with Dennis Condrey from Jackson, Tennessee. He also teamed with Frank Morrell. Here is Phil Hickerson.
Big Phil. Our next inductee, many of our younger wrestling fans here tonight probably did not get an opportunity to see him in action. Let me tell you, you missed one. We've seen him in action many times, and he was teamed with, under the tutelage of Sam Bass, with Jerry the King Lawler. Let's bring out Jim White. Jim.
next guys, when I first started watching wrestling, this was a young tag team that was making a lot of noise around the territory. And then when I started commentating and announcing, they were still making noise around the territory. They made a lot of noise. They headlined the first card at the Mid-South Coliseum. One of the most feared tag teams in the history of wrestling, the Heavenly Bodies, Don and Al Greene.
Anytime the Greene brothers got near the announce table, we left very quickly. In a big hurry.
I'm a little nervous right now.
That's right, Director Morrell there. Don and Al Greene. Well, there's so many names, ladies and gentlemen, that had to send in their regrets because of previous commitments. Unfortunately, some of them because of poor health. But one guy that we're delighted to bring in here is a fellow that set Memphis on its ear. He absolutely stirred it. Participated in one of the biggest crowds for an athletic event outside of a football match that has ever been done in the city of Memphis, in Russwood Park. That tells a lot of you older fans who I'm talking about. There isn't but one, the Diamond Ring and Cadillac Man. Here comes the Sputnik Monroe. Appreciation for all of the legends who have given us a tremendous career of our legends of Memphis wrestling.
And as a young lady worked there, that later on in years I found out that the men's name was on the front door, but the brains and the drive of that office was none other than Miss Christine Jarrett. Miss Christine, the Hall of Fame.
He was an outstanding tag wrestler, tagged with a good many different partners. One of them he was particularly known as his partner. He considered him to be his protege, and he did him proud as they became the Southern Tag Champions and honorably held those titles. We're inducting as our next inductee into the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame, Tojo Yomamoto. Accepting for Tojo Yomamoto is Jerry Jarrett, his former partner and great holder. Jerry?
Make this presentation to one of the greatest men in Memphis wrestling, in fact, in the United States, the world. He's held about every title you can think of, single title and tag. Southern heavyweight, Southern junior heavyweight, Southern tag team, world's heavyweight champion, tag champion, Midwest title, Gulf Coast, you name it, he's held it with his brother. And the one I'm going to do now really gives me a lot of pleasure, and that's Don Greene.
Don, all right.
He's held many titles. There's a lot of people owes a lot to him. And in his own words, you know, he was the greatest. And I will say this, he's the only man, the only wrestler in the world that ever cut Jackie Fargo's hair right here in this ring, right here in this building. The only man. So without further ado, it is my pleasure and a great honor to introduce you to mean, lean, hungry Al Greene.
And I also believe that Memphis, Tennessee is the home of rock and roll wrestling, and some of the greatest wrestlers that have ever been have come out of this city, and they're still coming through here. And I believe there's one man here tonight that had a lot to do with that, and it's my pleasure to induct Mr. Sputnik Monroe into the Wrestlers Hall of Fame. Congratulations there, Mr. Monroe.
Presented to none other than Lance Russell. And I know that's not much of a surprise to you, but I think this may be. No one deserves to be in the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame any more than this man, Lance Russell.
Thank you, Dave. Congratulations.
Of the NWA World Heavyweight title from Amarillo, Texas, Trech Phillips. Title of the Best of Memphis, Las Vegas, Nevada, the Universal Hardcore participant inside the ring may tag anyone outside the ring.
Opening up, and this is one that could go all night, guys. Lance Russell, Corey Macklin, Dave Brown sitting here for the Best of Memphis, and I got to tell you, Corey, this son of a gun is one that would bring a house down anywhere.
Oh, indeed. Brian Christopher started off against dangerous Doug Gilbert, and this is just kicking it all off, man.
Referee Frank Morrell will have his hands full, Dave. You know the kind of animosities that exist among the guys that are participating. 10 of them is up in the air, and down goes Doug Gilbert. Jerry Lawler having been tagged in by Brian Christopher.
And this is one of those matches that has an unusual rule, and that is a man can tag anybody else around the ring, and that's the man that comes in. That could make for some very interesting pairings in here as this match continues.
Yeah, you're gonna be seeing guys in there who are partners and have wrestled together as partners on many occasions, facing each other, because that's where the strategy comes in. And I'll tell you, Jerry Lawler, one of the smartest in a match like this, and another guy to watch is Eddie Hot Stuff Gilbert, because he knows how to make those tags.
He certainly does. He is currently the Unified World Champion, and the King comes off the ropes. Series of left jabs from Lawler and a big right hand, and sends Doug Gilbert down, and the King has early on taken that strap down, Lance.
Chopping down with that big right hand, and it has not gotten any softer as the years have gone by. Hard Jerry Lawler pounding away, and a foot comes up. Handsome Jimmy obliges and takes the tag.
From the King, boy, these two guys have battled with each other and against each other over the years. And Handsome Jimmy takes the tag, goes to work on Dirty Doug Gilbert, who is showing remarkable resilience considering the pounding he's taken from Lawler, and now back in the corner.
Tell you what he needs to do, he needs to get smart and tag somebody, but they're keeping him away from everybody else in kind of this, what you would call a neutral corner, although there's not a neutral square inch in this Best of Memphis battle. Handsome Jimmy hanging on to Doug, and Austin Idol, the heartthrob, drills her right hand, and it finds its mark, Corey.
Oh, yeah, a bad position for Doug Gilbert to be in, and Idol jumps right down on it, right below the belt on Doug Gilbert. He tags Brian Christopher, and now this is going to bring Christopher and Gilbert back, the two that started off this Best of Memphis match here.
This is the first opportunity that Gilbert has had to breathe, and it's strange that it was against Christopher where he started out.
That's right, and instead of doing the smart thing and tagging a partner, he comes right back for more, and a big mistake, I think, on his part. Count of 3, yeah, he's out of there.
There's the elimination.
From the Best of Memphis match, Doug Gilbert eliminated.
Doug Gilbert, the first elimination, as Terry Funk making some plea to referee Frank Morrell. And I think that they're talking about the fact that Brian Christopher swung at him either on purpose or accidentally, caught him low, and it doubled him up. And that goes Eddie Gilbert. Referee Frank Morrell explaining to Eddie Gilbert, as with any tag or anything else, he's got to see it before he can call it.
That's exactly right, and I think he probably could explain to Eddie that Eddie is here to wrestle, not referee.
Very good remark, Dave. I like that. Why? Somebody ought to tell him that. That's what we need to do. Coco beware. Hammered into the corner. Big back drop. Look at that Christopher go. Boy, this kid has got the tools, I got to tell you. He really is impressive. Tommy Wildfire Rich backing up as Coco went charging toward the corner. I don't know whether he made the tag on him or not. Did he, Corey? Could you see?
No, I couldn't see, Lance, but what this brings to mind is that, hey, we could have a battle of this. Well, it'll be a Rich against a Coco win.
And there's the tag going from Coco to Wildfire Tommy Ridge. Rich against Brian Christopher. And the idea is to set a man up to where he can be pinned and eliminated. We've had one elimination. That was Dangerous Doug Gilbert. But you can't spend too much time in there, Davey, because there's a lot of guys to get out, and some heavyweights, too.
That's exactly right. And if you spend too much time and get tired, you're not looking at one opponent. You're looking at, well, what's left now, 8 other opponents.
When it comes down to it, the actual fact of the matter is there are no friends. We heard Jerry Lawler tell Brian Christopher recently on television, hey, when it gets down to the wire, we may have been wrestling as partners, but every man for himself. Handsome Jimmy taking the tag and comes in on Wildfire Tommy Rich. Boy from New York City banging away. Doesn't call Eddie Gilbert. Nails him. Tommy backed up into the corner, and Jimmy Valiant pounding away on Wildfire. Referee Frank Morrell trying to get him back off the rope.
And Handsome going up to everybody. Frank better watch out of there, too. Rich going in his tights. He's got a chain. Uh-oh. Pulls the chain out and busts Handsome Jimmy. He's got Jimmy covered over here. Frank gets over. He does the counting. 2 and 3. Jimmy's eliminated.
Second elimination. It was lights out time when Rich reached down there, pulled about a 5-foot chain out of his trunks, Dave.
One of the longest chains I've ever seen in a wrestling ring. The referee did not see it. Had his back turned. And now the referee, Frank Morrell, checking with the crowd, and they're saying, yeah, he's got a chain. Well, I believe he's just passed it out to Coco Ware.
Dished it off, absolutely dished it off. And the referee, with one pair of eyes, cannot look all the way around the ring, and Rich knows that. He got rid of it.
From the best of Memphis match. Handsome Jimmy eliminated from the best of Memphis match.
Tommy Wildfire Ridge hollering across the ring at Jerry the King Lawler as Valiant heads to the dressing room. And we're going to see exactly what's happening with Terry Funk. And Terry is just making some chin music to referee Frank Morrell. And Rich is saying, I didn't hit him with any chain. He hit him with one where we were sitting from.
Oh, he sure did. But Rich denying it totally, and I'm afraid it's not going to do any good to complain. Lawler saw it just like you did. You saw the chain, and the match is going to continue. Handsome Jimmy is gone. Tommy Wildfire Rich is still in there. You know, I hate to see Handsome Jimmy eliminated so early. I was kind of looking forward to maybe seeing Handsome Jimmy go against Terry Funk. A couple of guys who are not disciplined at all when it comes to wrestling. But, man, talk about 2 wild men in the ring. But we will not see that pairing here tonight.
But our hearts have stood it, those 2 guys in there. Gilbert steps in. Whoa, Funk trying to nail Lawler. Well, there it is. The chain went flying in the air. It went, Coco got it. Lawler trying to grab it. Rich grabs him from behind by the hair. puts Lawler down, and it's starting to liven up a little bit, Corey.
Yeah, there, Lance, you did point it out, and as soon as you did, it came to the light. And that big chain that Rick pulled out earlier went flying over in the corner there.
I thought it was very interesting that Lawler saying on television, of all of the treasures that he has, none would mean as much to him as the Best of Memphis championship. And Eddie Gilbert felt exactly that way, having grown up around Memphis. Look at this, Lawler has it done. He got it. 1, 2, 3, and out of there. Wildfire. Tommy, who started all of the chain action in there. Eddie Gilbert again. Eddie Gilbert pointing the accusing finger at Jerry Lawler, saying he pulled the trump. You said it, that's it. Austin Idol leading the cheers. Out! Very sharp eye, Dave. We didn't pick that one up. As Gilbert holds up the arm of Tommy Rich, but to no avail. Because he is eliminated and done. This is not a second chance. You either do it the first time around or you don't stay, Mr. Corey.
Yeah, you're right about that, brother Lance. Let me tell you, it's only one time, and one time only for this one. And Tommy Rich's time is up. It's the Moondog. He's still hanging around it, too. Better look out for this guy. Moondog spot in now for Jerry the King Lawler.
And we got that bell nailed down. When the Moondog's anywhere around, you better nail down anything metal.
Yeah, you're right about that. I was just about to say the same thing. Better nail down the seats here at the Coliseum.
Big crowd on hands for the Legends Night as Eddie Gilbert is still moaning about the officiating of the referee in there. Dave, we're just going to have to find him a job somewhere far, far away officiating so he can get that out of his system.
Buy him a blue shirt, maybe a striped one for good measure, and let him go somewhere. The Moondog spot staring across the ring at Jerry Lawler. Look out.
Don't like the way he's holding out a hand back there. Has he got it? Brian Christopher made a grab at it, and he did have it. Wrapped around his right fist, and he just mangled Lawler right straight in the forehead. Eddie Gilbert, a cheap shot. Oh, he got him. Here's Terry Funk. Don't like the looks of this. The King rattled back to the metal railing, and Terry Funk over there, he's going to forget Lawler for a moment and climb into the crowd as Lawler now pulled up under the side headlock by Funk, and he dishes that big left hand right into the face of Lawler.
Yeah, I think what happened over there, Lance, is Funk got a boot from one of the fans. I think he just snatched it from the fan and was going after Lawler with it, and Coco Ware's got a broom over there. He just jabbed Lawler in the throat with that hammer over that leg. Dog dropped down on it. Lawler still fighting it out, trying to stay in there as the Moondog continues to pound away on the King.
Corey Macklin, Dave Brown, and Lance Russell right along ringside in the remaining group of the Best of Memphis, and by golly, we're down to some of the Best of Memphis.
Boy, I tell you what, and talking about memories, when Lawler and Funk, they had one of the most famous matches ever in this building, and there was no crowd here. It was an empty building. That was one of the stipulations demanded by Terry Funk.
They just let it rip as hard as they could go. Lawler came out victorious in that. Funk got his eye wounded and was unable to wrestle for quite a time. Tag from Moondog spot. Going to Terry Funk, and here they are. Jerry Lawler facing Terry Funk as Funk trying to add humiliation, slapping Lawler from side to side. A tag back to Moondog spot.
Yeah, the humiliating movement as well from Terry Funk. And the King bounces up, and boy, he knows the Moondog. Comes off the ropes with a big right hand. And Lawler leaps over, that's Brian Christopher, and here's Christopher. But look out, Eddie Gilbert's trying to get in there too. Watch out for hot stuff. Big body slam from Christopher. What a move, Marlin.
We've got 7 left. And up on the rope goes Brian Christopher on one side and Jerry the King Lawler on the other as Moondog Spot takes it from both of them. They sailed off simultaneously. 1, 2, 3. Bye-bye, Spot. Dave, dare I say, out, damn Spot.
Well, I tell you, he's a dangerous force in there. You've still got a mighty dangerous one in Terry Funk. Very unpredictable. You can never tell where he's going, what he might try to do. I think, well, Coco Beware and Eddie Gilbert are predictable, but no less dangerous.
And then there were 6.
And predictable.
Yeah, here he is. Eddie Gilbert to mock Eddie a little. And referee Frank Morrell, are they claiming that Lawler had the chain? Referee Frank Morrell is over, pointing at Austin Idol, and the only thing that he's got is the testimony of some guys that I sure would not want on my credible witness list, as it came from Terry Funk, Coco, Moondog Spot. As far as we can see, Moondog Spot should be out of there, Corey.
Oh, definitely. Eddie Gilbert leading the cheers on that thing over there. And Frank Morrell finally doesn't know you're getting out of here. And the Moondog doesn't like it, but he's got to leave. So that'll leave Terry Funk, Eddie Gilbert, and Coco Ware on one side. On the other side, we got Jerry Lawler, Austin Idol there, and Brian Christopher. And Eddie Gilbert just had that Coco something over there.
Uh-oh. It's got to be bad news anywhere. Brian Christopher, who was one of the first 2 selected, Doug Gilbert and Brian Christopher started out. But Brian has had a good rest as he gets ready for the assault. Stick and nail right in the back of the neck. Here comes Lawler in. He takes a shot. Coco Beware jabs Christopher again, goes to the midsection, follows with a shot at Lawler, Christopher, and he is making that stick pay off. Up on the middle rope, shoos down and hammers Christopher and passes that stick off to Terry Funk.
After doing the damage to Brian Christopher, Coco Beware, we've seen him with his chain during the evening too. Boy, I tell you what, there have been more chains in there than a hardware store tonight. Look out. Oh, what was that? A piece of Billy Joe Travis's guitar from a previous match. Eddie Gilbert nailed him.
Watch Coco, he's got it in his hand, doubled up. Broke it again. He's got 2 or 3 sections of it squeezed into his hand and hammered away on Brian Christopher. Now the young fella wrestling out of Memphis, Tennessee is going to be facing rough and tough Terry Funk. Terry grabs him by the hair, hammers that big broad arm right down in the middle of the back. Idol hanging out to get the tag as Funk fires another one of those left hands into the back of Brian Christopher. He's pounding him, Corey.
He is pounding away on Brian, and Austin Idol getting this big crowd in the Mid-South Coliseum behind Christopher, but right now not doing any good.
Atomic knee drop. Brian Christopher over in the corner, picked up and slapped by Funk as Brian was trying to dig his way over to Lawler, Dave.
He was headed for the tag, but just could not make it. Rugged Terry Funk able to keep him away from it. Now Eddie Gilbert has Brian Christopher back in the corner working on him, while the referee is trying to keep order down the way.
Gilbert again.
Yeah, he was choking him with a piece of rope or something. Tell exactly what it was. It was not a chain, but it was doing damage anyway.
Best I can see, Gilbert hadn't pulled anything. Wood, rope, chain, whatever. Whoa, simultaneous shot. Gilbert on the wobble. Christopher already down, and the referee starts a count. Let's see if one of them is going to be counted out before the referee reaches the end of it. Back on his feet, Gilbert. Christopher off, tags Idol. Coco beware in as Idol comes. Foot to the midsection. Fires the left hand. Going after Coco. He planted him that time. Dropped him down hard. Hooks him up in the air. As Coco trying to get loose. Oh, no.
Oh, boy. Austin Idol has been disqualified in there, man. They're disqualified. Idol. Frank Morrell is telling them he's going to be disqualified for going after Coco below the belt. So Idol's going to be out of here, disqualified by referee Frank Morrell.
He hates to be leaving the ring, and Coco beware may not have been eliminated in terms of being pinned, but I don't know whether he's going to be able to wrestle in there or not. Coco. Back again. Guess who? Eddie Gilbert. Austin Idol, Jerry Lawler, as Idol takes a swipe at Gilbert. We told you Idol has been disqualified, but one of the instigators on Idol was Gilbert. And the heartthrob trying to get one more shot at Eddie. Coco beware. Back up to his feet. Brian Christopher. Frank Morrell over. Frank Morrell warned Austin Idol, and he's not messing around. He's got fine on his mind, and Idol pretty free with money, but if he's going to get fined, he's going to get it for taking a pop at the referee, I think, Dave.
That's going to be more than $500, too.
You got that right. Remaining legal participants in the Best of Memphis, Brian Christopher, Jerry the King Lawler, Terry Funk, Coco Beware, Eddie Gilbert. Those five remaining to battle it out. Referee Frank Morrell trying to get the action restarted. And as he starts the count, Coco playing possum in that corner down there, grabbed the stick and starts after Christopher.
Yeah, we thought Coco wasn't going to be able to wrestle, but he finds enough strength to swing that broom handle he's got. Puts Christopher into the rope. Oh, boy. Looks like it may be trouble now for the team of Lawler and Christopher that's left over one side.
They're trying to get rid of Christopher, and I'll bet you they'll be working on him, Dave. So the King is the only one left to represent his persuasion, and that is the right side.
And that's going to make it very tough on the King because it's 3 against 1, and those 3 are Coco Beware, Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert, and Terry Funk.
Hammering left hand from Eddie Gilbert on Brian Christopher. Gilbert steps in with the 4th one and a 5th one. As now he went back and grabbed that right hand and dished it out from Grandma's house and pounded Christopher down. Terry Funk in the ring, taking the tag from Eddie Gilbert. And Terry now swinging not only the left fist, but that broad arm, hammering away on Brian Christopher, and they will continue to try to keep him away from the King, Jerry Lawler, until he is finally eliminated. That's their plan.
Yeah, that's their plan, Lance, and it is working out right now for that team as Eddie Gilbert and Terry Funk with a double suplex take Brian Christopher down. He's got Brian covered here. Eddie Gilbert covers too, and Lawler gets in and breaks it. But here is Coco, and boy, it looks like you got one of them, and you may be getting away from one of them. Here comes the other. Big slam from Coco in.
trying to get Lawler baited into coming into the ring, so it gives Coco a chance to really go after Christopher. Yeah, fine athlete.
Yeah, Coco did it exactly the way that Austin Idol did to him. Here's the difference. The referee saw Austin Idol and disqualified him. Frank's back was turned when Coco did it. He's going to get away with it.
Yep. No elimination by disqualification on Coco as he tags out to Terry Funk. Brian Christopher hammered down into the mat by Terry Funk. Wouldn't you know that Terry's ranch in Amarillo, Texas is called the Double Cross Ranch. And here is the moonsault with Terry Funk from the top rope 1 and 2, and Lawler breaks it up.
Just barely got there in time, but he did stop it just before the 3 count fell. Brian Christopher still alive in the Best of Memphis match.
Incredible move is Terry Funk. Here's an old dog that's learning all the new tricks, and he comes up with that moonsault on Christopher, had him pinned, but Lawler broke it up and kept Christopher's hopes alive for him.
Yeah, he did, Lance. I thought Christopher was through that time. Look at that! Saw thunder! And that big super kick from Brian Christopher. Coco Ware is down, and Christopher is on his feet. Sends Eddie Gilbert right out of the ring, and he goes after Coco and Funk. Oh, look at Brian Christopher. This guy can fight back, let me tell you. He doesn't let up. He will stand up with the best of them as he slams Coco Ware and Terry Funk right into each other. Rolls Ware right onto the floor. And Christopher is right behind him.
Brian Christopher trying to line him up. Oh, man. Oh, he leaped from the ring all the way over at Coco Ware. Coco sidestepped him. He hit straight on the metal fence. Ring the bell. Both of them counted outside the ring with a 10 count. As they continue to go, Brian Christopher now with Coco down on the floor. They're eliminated. There's only 3 left. Eddie Gilbert, Terry Funk, and Jerry Lawler. Terry Funk outside on the floor. Referee Frank Morrell counting. Funk staggers it back up to the ring and gets in time to break the count. Swings wildly at Lawler. Lawler and Terry Funk. Whoa, they have had some battles, and they have not had their last one as they're engaged in one at this moment.
I just thought of something. Do you get the idea that Eddie Gilbert running over here to the table and all of that, has he been avoiding contact, hoping to get it down to maybe Lawler against Gilbert?
Very good point, because Gilbert has made himself conspicuously absent. Right now, Lawler could tag Eddie Gilbert, and that would put Gilbert and Funk in there against each other. But Gilbert now comes back in the vicinity of the action with a piece of wood in his hand, and as Lawler is dumped out on the floor, Gilbert hammers that wood down over Lawler's head, picks him up, and look out, gentlemen. Lawler hammered into the metal rail as Terry Funk grabs Lawler by the hair. We have all 3 of them counted out. Look at. Gilbert jumps back in the ring. The other 2 are down on the floor. You know, we mentioned it earlier. This guy's one of the cages.
He is indeed. He's staying out of the action. He's up there celebrating in the ring, just letting these 2 beat each other up. Lawler and Funk on the floor.
Funk just teed off with one, Corey.
Yeah, he did, lads. And Eddie Gilbert's telling everybody Frank Morrell, count. Well, he's playing a little hide-and-go-see in the ring.
Yeah, supposed to be his old buddy Terry Funk, and he's up there telling the referee to count him out. He wanted to win it the easy way. Eddie Gilbert slams Lawler, who had been softened up by Terry Funk. I said softened up, not finished by a long shot. As Lawler pulled back up to his feet by Gilbert, by the hair, double whip, Lawler in, double slam with those fists. Lawler goes down, count of 1, count of 2, and Lawler kicks out.
The King very close to elimination. That would have set up an interesting final. Terry Funk against Eddie Gilbert. But Lawler's still alive. Don't count him out until you see those shoulders down for the count of maybe 5, not just 3.
I want Jerry to just jump over backwards here in a moment and tag Funk to put him in there with Gilbert, and that would really turn the Lawler backdrops Gilbert over the top rope, out onto the floor. I mean, all the way down on the floor as Funk comes in from behind. Pile driver, and that's going to eliminate Terry Funk on a disqualification. Terry Funk, who genuinely is a man of the world, may not have remembered that the pile driver illegal in Tennessee. He slammed it on Jerry Lawler, but you see what that leaves, a disappointing elimination for Funk. Uh-oh, he grabs the belt, taking it back toward the ring. Look out. Gilbert back on that microphone again. That's what we wanted it to come down to. And hey, come on, Terry. Whoa, 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 whoa. Terry Funk grabs the chair.
Terry Funk has thrown the chair into the ring. Not happy at all to be getting out of here. What can you say about the wild man, Terry Funk out of Amarillo, Texas? He's still taking his time. Meanwhile, Eddie Gilbert has picked up that chair and rammed Lawler with it. Lawler, victim of a pile driver, now smashed by the chair.
And it's one move like that could be the turning point as Lawler takes one, he takes two. Whoa! He got his foot on the rope and saved the count out, Corey.
Woo, boy, I tell you, that was close. I didn't see the foot that Lawler got on the rope there, but he did get it. Great point there, Lance. And Terry Funk, for some odd reason, is still out here. He's been eliminated in this bout, but he is still hanging around the ring there.
And you better believe that the one that he wants to try to eliminate is Jerry the King Lawler. And Eddie Gilbert would accept the help. Racks the knuckles upside the head. Down on his knees, trying to pull it back. We've seen Lawler come back from some ferocious beatings. And let's see if he's got one more tucked away. Look at Funk down on the floor. What in the world is he going after? Funk is on his knees underneath the ring, crawling all the way across. I think he was going to, well, he still may do it. He got out on this side. Still out at ringside is Eddie Gilbert going to work on Jerry Lawler. Funk has some long rope that helps tie down the ring, and he's trying to get a hold of Gilbert to get him over near Lawler. To get Lawler over near Funk so he can use that rope.
Yeah, he's got an electrical cord now. Oh, I see. Yeah, he's got that extension cord wrapped around the King's throat, and the referee can't see it. He's down halfway under the ring, holding the King down and choking him with that electric cord.
Funk now on his back with a foot up under Lawler's head, just bouncing his head up and down. He rolls back up under the ring. And referee Frank Morrell has had his hands full, and he really hasn't been out to try to get Funk out of here. Funk picks up part of the runway carpeting around the ring. And he now puts that over the head of Lawler to suffocate him, suck the oxygen that fuels that engine, pounds him down on the mat. Lawler over by the rope, so he will never be able to get a count there. But I really think that he is well aware of that, and what he's trying to do is put him in a position to set him up for a pin down the road as he hammers away on the King. Lawler has been knocked from pillar to post. Look at that look. Where have you seen it before? The King comes back up to his feet. Strapped down, taking the shot from Gilbert, and shoots one of his own right back at him.
Oh, he busts on some Eddie Gilbert, and again another right from the King. Follows with the left and a right, and Eddie Gilbert goes down. Jerry the King Lawler, oh boy! Slam right into referee Frank Morrell. This could be bad news here, lads. Terry Funk is not completely out of this arena, and I tell you, you better watch out for him. Eddie Gilbert said Lawler! The King flips him over, though.
Frank Morrell still down on the mat where he was belted down as Lawler goes in after Gilbert. He looks like he's going for a pile driver, but the referee still down on the mat, doesn't see it. That might be it, Dave.
That could be. Frank Morrell back up on his knees. Lawler has Gilbert lying in the middle of the ring. He's up on the middle rope. Here comes Lawler. No! Gilbert moves out of the way.
Oh! Wily Jerry Lawler, 1, 2, 3, he got him! The best of Memphis, the King, Jerry Lawler! Doug Gilbert into the ring. What's he got, handcuffed?
He's handcuffing him to the rope. Doug Gilbert has just handcuffed Lawler to the ropes.
Terry Funk with a stool hammers it down on the head of Lawler. Lawler, a prized victory, but a costly victory, as he now is facing Wildfire Tommy Rich, Doug Gilbert, Eddie Gilbert, and Terry Funk. We need some help on the side of the King. As Funk, boy, that ought to cost Eddie Gilbert for hitting the referee like that. All of them in the corner. Hey, guys, where are you? Let's get some help out here. Austin Idol had been eliminated earlier. Brian Christopher and Lawler is caught between 4 guys, all of whom would like to see a Lawler eliminated from wrestling. They've got that stool. Handcuffed to the ring is Lawler. Here comes Brian Christopher. Brings in a plank. Out goes Eddie Gilbert. Doug Gilbert out. Here comes Austin Idol. Swinging away at Wildfire Tommy Rich. And now they're trying to get over to Lawler. It's not going to do him much good unless they've got a key to those handcuffs. They did run him off. And so the champion of the Best of Memphis match, Jerry the King Lawler.